Yeah, so this is another one of how you can um, use jobs to be done in a way that already most companies are doing. Hopefully, lots of people are doing, thinking about users. They have user personas. So maybe let's think about Nicole as someone who uses Uber, right? If we wanted to kind of do some kind of demographic user persona, or Nicole is maybe like a consultant. She lives in Toronto, whatever, some kind of other demographic things. And now we know all about Nicole, and now let's go and craft like a good product for her, right? But the reality is the same person can have different jobs from the same product at different times. And so really refining, so I'm not saying throw user personas away, but just to say that if you only use user personas, you're making an assumption that someone of a given kind of user persona has only one job to be done. But this is not the case, right? For example, with Uber, I've used Uber in all these three situations, and I can tell you my needs were really, really different, right? There was once I was late for this job interview, and I need to get there really quickly, and all I wanted was like just get the Uber here right now, take me straight to the job interview, don't talk to me, like don't miss any red lights, like don't miss any exits, okay? Like that was my need. Coming back from wine country at some point, it's like, oh, it'd be nice if we had like that was more indulgence, right? Like it's part of the experience. You want like a nice car, maybe you want some music, you want a really good DJ as your driver. And so very, very different needs. I'm open to being taken around. Like I want to see the city lights, like very different experience, right? And lastly, when you go to a city, like a new city, I just want to like drive around that city. If I'm taking like I always used to take like shared, like whatever, the Uber pool, because they would just drive you around the city on the highways and you get to see so much of it and it's like practically free, right? So very different kind of jobs to be done, very different needs and feelings around these three experiences. And so one thing I would suggest, or one thing you can do is really use this framework to refine your personas, understand, and actually if you group people by job to be done, I found it sometimes more effective because more if I'm 40 and living in Delhi and someone else is like, 25 and living in Toronto, but we both need to get to the job interview, our needs are probably similar, more similar than, maybe my need from that time to coming back from like a party or something. So yeah, refine user personas with jobs to be done. It's really, really cool. It can provide a lot of interesting insight.